In my opinion, Harman Foundation represents what Harman was in his real life.
Harman Foundation started as a group of family friends trying to assist people going through grief and loss after the death of a loved one. But since then, it's actually expanded to a community far beyond that reach. And we now have a whole host of services that help and assist people in a variety of problems and issues they may be facing in their lives beyond that of grief and loss.
Well, Harman Foundation, I have known them for last 6 or 7 years, but more actively recently since I became counselor, and as Harman Foundation has grown in itself as an organization, very much actively, it is prominent and present in the community.
This foundation is doing a great job for the last 7 or 8 years in the field of domestic violence or mental health or chaplain services. So whole community in the Western Sydney, they are really proud of their services.
I was very interested in working in this field, in domestic violence, and so I took the opportunity of meeting Harinderji to volunteer with the organization. Her house was established a year ago. It was a shelter created for women who are escaping domestic violence. So the HER stands for Harman Empowerment Refuge Shelter. This is an accommodation for women who are escaping domestic and family violence, and it is for women from all diverse backgrounds.
And I've known Harman Foundation since it started. I was in business and I've just retired from my business, and I thought we should now all give something back to the community where we live in.
Being a mum of 2 girls and being a businesswoman, I'm privy to a lot of families and the situations they're struggling through, and seeing the work of Harman Foundation supporting these families through tough times has motivated me to associate with this foundation.
So as there are incidents of domestic violence, bullying, mental health issues, they are increasing, incidents are increasing in our community. Harman Foundation's attempt to make people aware of how to handle it, how to avoid it, and how to deal with those issues, I think we are playing very important role. And people, they understand through our seminars and through our services, so they understand. And we are helping as much as we can.
When I involved in Harman Foundation 4 or 5 years ago, we were only involved in little community. But as it progressed in 4 or 5 years, now we're involved in other communities.
The services that Harman Foundation is providing are incredible. This was something that was missing in our community, especially Indian community. Not that they only serve the Indian community, they also serve any national.
I was attending one event where I heard about Harman Foundation's vision and mission, and I felt where I can work with them. So I approached Harman Foundation, and since then I'm working as a volunteer with them.
The response I've been getting so far has been very positive. Recently we went on a bushfire appeal, and we helped Aboriginal communities in 2 different areas by providing food and water. And the response we got was of sheer gratefulness and appreciation.
Being a helping hand, the oneness, how we can help the community by doing various different things.
We're always really excited and on the lookout for receiving ideas and contributions from the youth on how we can improve our services.
The message that I want to give for the young generation who want to volunteer their time in Harman Foundation is to think of it as seva. So there's this the way we do seva, the Gurdwara. I think this is a new version of seva.